Okay, welcome to the stream. Today I present to you Tomb of Annihilation Wildemount Edition. Bringing back some people from the old Ravenloft crew, along with a new friend or two, always going to pop in here and there. And before we get started with rapping about our characters and what everybody's bringing to the table today, we're going to talk about our new sponsor for the season, the Wandering Tavern. Wandering Tavern, it's basically a campaign setting edition for those that are really into airships and Sky Zephyrs and Spelljammers and all that cool stuff. So if you want an entire tavern that is a campaign setting that just floats around everywhere around your world or what have you, well, this is it. So what I did was went ahead and created a little jingle for the Wandering Tavern just to goof it up a little bit. I'm sure the audience is gonna love it, and we definitely won't get sued by Cheers. Fingers crossed.
No!
No! All right, so here we go. Ready? Drifting around in the skies today takes arcane helium and guts. Dodging some lightning in the odd wyvern really tests your nuts. Wouldn't you like to float away? All those nights when your spell book bites and the potions turn to goo. And the crystal ball just ordered 35 raccoons. And your 7th apprentice just joined the cult. Our troubles are all the same. You want to be where the bards chant your fame. You want to where people know the tavern won't stay chill. You want to drink where the wandering bards chant your fame.
Woo! Nice. Yeah.
Oh.
I want that globe or the thing that orders 75 raccoons.
Yeah.
I want one.
Yes.
Nice. All right. So, see the screen there, listeners? Coupon code Raven Queen will get you 10% off if you want to pick up a copy of the Wandering Tavern. Got the URL up there on the screen for you. Grab it. And like I said, use that coupon, get 10% off. That'll let them know that we sent you. All right? Now, to the action. Let us start with a little show and tell, shall we? Let's talk about what everybody's bringing to the table tonight. Let's go left and right on the welcoming screen here. We got Peruk up the bat. You are bringing to the table, it's an artificer, right?
That is correct. I'm playing a Herongon artificer.
Okay.
Bit about my backstory. As with most of his race, grew up in the Feywild, but ended up having to flee. He's really fascinated with tech and iron, and the Fey don't really want anything to do with that. So he dipped out of there and went to find new and creative things that he can build and possibly blow up.
Yeah, that sounds like an artificer to me. Absolutely. Cool. And I like your token. That's excellent.
Thank you.
Would you do that up with Midjourney or?
Night Cafe.
Okay.
Bleep that out if we're not allowed to have it on the stream.
Oh, no.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. That's right.
They could be.
Well, it's what we use. You know, I think we got a couple people in the party that use it. Personally, I use Midjourney, and I use Leonardo for stuff like that. Next up, Nalfine. This is our buddy Sage. What's going on, man? Tell us about your character.
Well, I am a 450-year-old drow, and I am currently locked away somewhere dark for the last 150 years that has been eating away at the power he once had. So, yeah, that's all it's going to be for right now.
Ugh. Getting old sucks, doesn't it?
Ruth.
I can relate to having my power sucked away slowly.
So, Misery, what you bring to the table?
Yeah, so my gal Misery, she also is a drow. She is a rogue, and she comes from the Kryn dynasty in an area called the Hosts of Many Igrithad. I'm probably saying that wrong. Sorry, Matt Mercer.
No worries.
And specifically, she comes from a little village called Rathfall. She was raised by her dad, who had turned to smuggling to help ends meet. So she learned her rogue skills to help her dad with his smuggling, and learned some ways about the ship. So she's good on a boat, and she's good at picking locks. And he used to leave her a lot with her auntie Oof, who is a goblin in the next village over. And so she spent a lot of time in her youth with the goblin children. So she's a bit of a wild feral child, not the brightest star in the sky.
But not necessarily, the dark stars aren't necessarily the brightest stars in the sky, but they're often the coolest, right?
That's right. She's pretty cool.
And then next up, we have Vindicator.
Yes, full name Kaltberg Vindicator. He is a roughly 40-year-old Shadrakai, if I say that wrong.
That's
part
good.
of the character, because I don't know how to pronounce it, and neither does Vindicator. He grew up kind of rough as well. Similar backstory to Misery. We've talked about this a little bit before the game started. Raised by his dad, who was bad influence. Didn't get much schooling. Did some crimes. Went to a monastery to hide from the law, and continued to do crimes at the monastery. But then something happened on one of his jobs. And because he's from Shadowfell, he woke up in whatever plane of existence this is. He doesn't understand it. So he's like, I don't know what's going on, but he's going with it.
Yeah, I don't know. That makes sense. Nice. Very nice.
I forgot a little piece. I was supposed to say Misery and Goss are friends. They met out in the woods. She came across him. I'll let him describe. She came across him out in the woods and realized he has some unique skills that will be very helpful in her rogue thing. So Misery and Goss are already friends.
I love the idea of Ghost being the lizard man. You guys are going to start off with an airship, so he's a lizard man with an airship in medieval style world. It's great. So what's up, Ghost? I like your character. Where'd you come up with this idea?
What do you mean? Like just
Yeah, like what inspired it?
Just kind of came up with it. I had no real inspiration for it.
Yeah. So like you were clicking through the character builder and you're like, oh, this looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Nice. I just like the whole idea of a lizard man with an airship.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Cool. Yeah. All right, very good. So we are going to get started. Thank you all for being here. It is now time for the opening monologue. Drum roll, please. Okay.
We need opening music.
Yeah, really. Where's our theme song?
We need a theme song.
Well, we'd had one. We had the theme song for today, but we need a standard one.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I might have something up my sleeve. I might. I'll keep that on the back burner.
A resident rock star. You better have a theme song.
I wrote a Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit spoof called Smelly Gamers a long time ago.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay, so anyway. The past several days, the talk of the streets and taverns has all been about the so-called death curse. It's a wasting disease, afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding toward the death they once denied. And when they finally succumb, they can't be raised from the dead. And as a matter of fact, neither can anyone else throughout the world, regardless of whether they've received that miracle in the past. And there are temples and scholars of divine magic all around the world that are at a loss to explain this curse that has affected possibly the entire world. And so your party starts off in the capital city of the Dwendalian Empire. And you've been invited to the home of Sindra Sylvain, a retired adventurer and merchant. And there's a uniformed attendant that leads you up a grand staircase to the 3rd floor, then ushers you into a wood-paneled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly paneled walls are hung with maps and sea charts. Racks, shelves, and cabinets hold hundreds more rolled up maps and charts. I mean, all kinds of cool stuff. And there's this person that is seated in an overstuffed chair near the fire. You can't really exactly discern a gender, right? Because only the person's head emerges from a heavy blanket draped over the chair, and an embroidered hood and a silver mask conceals the wearer's face. Even the person's dry, raspy voice provides no clue. Help yourself to wine and seat yourselves, friends. I hope I may call you that. And then the person puts a hand underneath the mask, pulls back a handkerchief spotted with blood. Please, friends, we have business to attend to. You are the ones with the Sky Zephyr airship, yes?
Sure thing. That would be Misery Loves Company.
Yes. Well, I was an adventurer years ago, like yourselves. I died once and was raised from the dead, but I have since closed that door on that stage of my life. The death curse you've heard about has struck me. I don't know how much longer I'll last before I perish. Clerics offer no help. Clerics offer no help. You're stemming by what is happening. I need you to help me. I need you to find the cure.
Honey, how can I help?
My contacts in the Harpers, an organization from a distant crystal sphere, has learned that the cause of this death curse is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger. And according to sources, the Soulmonger is somewhere along the Menagerie Coast. See this map furrowed on the table there? It's the jungle where this artifact is said to rest. It's just to the southwest of the Dwendalian Empire. Skipping a job for the person with an airship. Menagerie Coast, is cut off by mountains, choked by rainforests, enormous reptiles, savage goblins, seemingly armies of undead prowl its jungles and its ruins. Mapping the place perfectly it's always been, well, it was nearly impossible for ages, but yeah, the Clovis Concord, that's, well, they helped create a series of independent cities along the coast, port towns that run things, and the Menagerie Coast as the past recent years has been mapped out rather well. As you see here, what you see on the table costs countless lives to obtain.
Misery is trying really hard not to giggle because you keep saying menagerie and she keeps thinking you're saying menage, and she just can't hold it back. She's got tears rolling down her cheeks.
Oh no! Don't say that. Then I might go into a Seinfeld bit.
You just see her over in the corner, like stuffing her hand in her mouth, trying to like hold back the giggles.
So yes, I've assembled everything I know about the coast, and I've reached out to my contacts, and well, I have a meeting set up for you in Port Damali with the Marquise, Alessa Lapidus, who will help you along your journey. It has been brought to my attention that the Marquise of the port knows information that can lead to the soulmonger. Help healing me and curing the world of the blasted death curse. Are you interested in helping?
Well, you know what my Auntie Oof used to say. You just, you don't buy a pygmy without looking in the pouch.
Well, you can check out the quality of the steaks by sticking your head up a cow's ass, but you'd rather take the butcher's word for it, wouldn't you?
Okay.
Oh, you'd want to poke the steaks. That's how you judge a good steak. You poke it.
Sindra starts laughing, but she falls into a coughing spasm.
Well, don't you worry, honey. We got your back. You know what they say? It ain't ogre till the fat fairy swings.
Oy.
Sindra just keeps coughing and laughing, and but she finally stops because she's starting to choke and coughing up blood.
And I kill the poor.
I'm gonna look at this map and be like, okay, you said Port Tamale. Port Tamale? Where are we going?
Tamales? I love tamales.
Oh, Port Damali. Okay. Where are we? I don't this is a map. I got that.
Brexingtrum, all the way up here. Far northeast
dang.
corner. Mm-hmm.
That's like 5 inches.
5 inches is fine.
There's a lot of mountainy looking things in them. Oh, wait. We can fly. Nah.
We can fly.
To get an idea of the scale, each one of those big squares on the map represents 200 miles.
Yeah, so like 5 inches. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got this.
Wait, what's in it for us?
Well,
yeah. Totally forgot to ask that. What's in it for us? Good thinking.
Well, I will certainly pay you each a, a handsome reward for curing the death curse plague from this world. I will grant you each 1,000 pieces of gold once the work is done, which is a hefty sum, but that is just your bonus. That is that you may take a cut of up front. I will give you each 250 gold of that 1,000 gold bonus up front. And when the job's complete, you'll get the rest of the coin. I willed it. I will notarize it in my will that my estate, if I do not make it in time, will also provide you with one rare magic item of your choice, each one of you. Get creative. We can even have something custom crafted.
Dude, I like that plan, man. That sounds like fun. I like magic items.
That sounds just about doable. Yeah.
Then we have a deal. Excellent.
Guys, you on board? You wanna go? You wanna go? Eat some like fresh food down in Port Tamales?
Yeah, they've
Have you ever
probably
had
got tamales. Why would they
Eat
name the town
tamales?
Tamale?
Food.
Yeah.
I'm in. I did say no more.
Yeah, tamales are the best.
It's always nice to meet new people.
What's the difference?
Are you saying
Okay.
tamales are people?
Wait, what?
People
Tamales
can be
were people?
tamales.
Okay.
And the ocean is a soup.
The ocean is a soup.
I never thought of that. I've been swimming in soup.
You become part of the soup.
Sort of like clam chowder, right? Okay, let's go. Wait, where are we going? Wait, what was her name again? Is it Elva?
Syndra.
Elvis?
Syndra.
So, the
That's
woman we're
why-
gonna go meet. Elvis, right?
You're going to meet is the Marquise Olessa Lapidus.
Gotcha. Elvis Lazuli. Okay, let's go. she's a mark. I gotcha. Who's marked her?
Syndra will speak up.
Doesn't matter.
Each one of the town is run by a marquise. There are 8 marquises that run the nation coastline of the Concord. It's the Clovis Concord. It's these marquises. They're very powerful. There's some people that you want to be very polite to, and they can do great things for you. I have sent word that you should be expected, and for you to be treated as if you're an extension of myself. So you shall be treated like nobles.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Does that mean I
I'll
get
bring you back some tamales.
pretty hat crown thing? That's what nobles wear, right? They wear pretty hat crowns.
My
Nobles
God, we
eat
get to
good.
go around.
Hey, I just got 250 gold. I need a crown.
Hey, we can pick up a crown. Absolutely. Okay.
I look at the gold that I got and I just throw it at Misery. I can't eat this.
I'll buy you something good with it.
Matching crowns.
Matching crown.
Syndra rings a bell that she has sitting next to a little table by her, kind of like a little coffee table, and then a servant shows up with pouches of coins and a piece of parchment for everyone to sign that just goes over the terms of the contract. That would, it looks like if you actually look over it quickly, it looks like it's a one paragraph. It looks real short at a glance.
That's good, because I couldn't look at it much longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it briefly, if you really read it, yeah, it doesn't say anything other than what has been agreed upon.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I sign a big old X on the bottom. Actually, a Z. I'll do a Z for misery.
Nice.
I will put a big old V right next to that.
V. Oh my God. Z and V. What?
I'm just gonna dip my forked tongue in the ink and just slap the page with my tongue.
Wait, no. This is all of us, right? Are we all here?
Yep. This is
Okay.
us. We don't need no more. Oh, wait. Where's Paruk?
Yep, Paruk, Artificer. He's probably like hanging out, looking at all the shelf
right.
work.
I found a random unattended ship. I'm poking around that because I've never seen one before.
Oh, did you see behind the ship? Okay. Fair enough. So if we're pressing forward, then
I'm
the
gonna
deal's
grab
wrapped up.
a full bottle of wine on my way out and be like, "Thanks for the drink."
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah.
And then just drink straight from it.
Just go ahead. Take all the wine you need.
Oh, then I'm grabbing
okay.
all of the bottles of wine that are available.
Well, there's a bottle that is popped and is open on the table where the contract was rested. There's also one closed bottle of red as well.
Yep, grabbing that too.
Is there any like chunks of meat laying around?
There's some finger foods, really. Yeah, so you've got little delicacy, lunch meats, but they're all very typical. They're nothing out of this world or anything.
I'm just gonna grab a whole tray and walk out with it.
Sindra just starts coughing. As it looks
You
like.
hold on there, Cincher. We got this. We will be back, and just try to breathe deep and be one with the earth. Well, maybe don't be one with the earth because that might be bad. Breathe deep and just trust in the flow of life. We gotcha. And just sort of like skip out.
Yep. And with that, you skip on out, realizing that, it looks like she might not have a lot of time left. The clock is ticking.
Yep.
She's in her coughing spasms, and the butler leads you back out into the fancy streets of this noble ward of Rexingtrum, and it's just a matter of, well, you have your Sky Zephyr parked just outside the city walls. You've been granted permission by actually, apparently, when you landed, when you were at the gates, you were granted permission by the Cerberus Assembly to park there. So when you get back to your Sky Zephyr, it's still there. And your Zephyr, it looks like this magnificent, beautiful galleon. And it has these three big air balloon-like blimps that hold it aloft, except these air balloons are actually armored in red dragon scales. And you've left the ladder, apparently. Unfortunately, you've left the rope ladder down the entire time, and you didn't put it back up. So, so you're lucky your ship's still there, okay? But you're able to climb aboard without further encounter. That is until you get back up onto the main deck, and you catch an intruder red-handed. This little rabbit folk guy, he's got these steampunk glasses on his forehead, who probably jumps a mile high when his heart skips a beat when you show up to the deck there.
I'm gonna turn around and look at them, and you guys see rabbit folk. He's about your height if you take into account the ears. He's all black and but kind of gray around the muzzle. I'm gonna look at them and be like, I've already looked over this thing pretty good. There's nothing to steal, but there's a lot of really cool stuff. If y'all want to help me study it, we should probably do that before whoever owns it gets back.
I'm staring at the giant rabbit, just salivating.
Oh god, I didn't think this through.
Well, aren't you just cuter than a speckled fairy dragon wearing a foxglove hat? I'm the owner of this ship. I'm Misery, and this is my company, and you're on Misery Loves Company.
Ah, crap.
What you doing? What did you study?
I'm trying to figure out how this thing works and why there aren't more cannons on the thing. I'm gonna start walking
Right?
over. I'm like,
I've
this could
always
be
thought we needed more
improved.
cannons.
Yep. Looking around, Artificer, you see that there are 2 ballista in the front and a catapult in the back.
So,
No cannons.
y'all wouldn't be looking for an engineer. I'm kind of handy with fixing stuff and making stuff. Kind of in between gigs at the moment. I've always wanted to fly on one of these things.
Totally
What's
amazing. We just got a gig and we're about to fly out of here. And if you can make cannons, I love seeing things blow up. And
I
I'd
like
love to
blowing
have
things up.
right? Right? Gus? You want
I
to
mean,
help make things
sometimes
blow up?
it's also fun to get
Oh.
catapulted away in that catapult.
So does
That's
this mean I
true.
can't eat the giant rabbit?
I'm
He
gonna hop
talks.
backwards.
You don't eat people. You don't eat things that talk, do you?
Yeah.
Do you
He
eat
does.
things that talk?
That's-
Speak for yourself.
Oh, right. Vinny, V. Gus, yeah, he's got a special diet. But we don't eat friends, right? Friends don't eat friends.
So he's
And
friend
I
now.
think, are you friend? Do you wanna be
If
friend?
it keeps me from being the main course, I'd be happy to be y'all's friend.
Woo! Yeah, we got a rabbit who can blow things up. Oh, guys, ain't nothing gonna stop us now.
For some reason, you're starting to hear this banging sound
Uh-oh.
underfoot, like in the floorboards, like on
Wait.
lower levels of the ship.
Is there
There
another
might be somebody
rabbit
else
here?
on board here.
Oh boy. I instantly drop into rogue stat stuff and I'm gonna stealth down to see what's going on.
Okay, roll stealth check.
I'm gonna guess this isn't normal
27.
behavior for y'all ships.
I'm gonna make an attempt to follow Misery.
Okay.
Sometimes the ship makes noises on its own. Sometimes it doesn't. Who's to say what's normal? But she's to say what's normal, and apparently it's not normal.
Good enough for me.
Misery, roll a perception check while you're stealthing along, and we had our lizard folk going along as well, right?
Yes.
Go
you want me
ahead.
to roll stealth and perception as well?
Yeah, at least perception. But if you want to be stealthy, then, yeah, do that as well. So you don't blow Misery's cover.
I am loud as heck.
No, you rolled sleight of hand, not stealth. Oh, there you did. Stealth, 24. Good job.
Okay, excellent.
And perception. At 20.
Oh, you guys are just killing it.
Starting this off right.
Yeah, good rolls out of the gate. Okay, so you guys easily hear that the banging sound is coming from storage on the lowest deck of the ship. And wow, you guys come to what seems to be these planks these floorboards in the middle of the storage area down here. This dark, cramped space smells of mildew and dust, and there's cobwebs down here and the rafters, and there's actually this banging sound. Almost sounds like someone banging on a door or something, but the banging is coming from up beneath the floorboards.
What? Have we got another rabbit down there? Peruk, did you bring some friends?
I'm gonna start slowly walking kind of backwards back out the door. Nope, that's not me. You guys don't have like a jail. You're not leading me down here for that. I'm gonna wait up on deck if that's all good with you guys. Yeah, and I'm gonna take off running.
Where in the order? Where in the order are you? Am I in the back?
Are you a chicken, buddy?
Well, you guys have moved down the steps and spilled out into the dark storage area below. So you're kind of probably like huddled around in a smoking circle style around these floorboards. You're acting up. Yeah, there's something down there.
Yeah, cool.
And Alphine, you hear a voice you haven't heard in years. It's so familiar, and it wakes you up. You heard it from far away. You started banging, and now you're hearing that voice. It almost sounds like a celestial voice from your past life or something.
I bust out my crowbar and I just, rip open some of the floorboards.
You go to work.
Yeah.
You're just wrenching at it. Go ahead, and that should be a thieves' tools check.
Thieves' tools. Gotcha.
Look at
26.
that. Nice roll.
We're keeping these dice.
Yep. And you yank up that first floorboard, and that second floorboard, you toss them to the side, and holy shit, there is a casket in this little crawl space underneath those floorboards, and it is completely wrapped in iron chains, and that is where the banging is coming from.
Dude, I think we got a dead ringer in there, buddy. Should we open it up?
Absolutely.
Hello? And I knock on it. I'm like, hello? Are you in there?
You touched it?
Yeah.
As soon as you
Totally
touch it,
knocking
the
on
chains are going to fall off.
Whoa.
And as soon as
I
you
am
do that, I'm
super
casting
rogue.
Eldritch Blast and busting open this fucking casket I've been locked in.
Oh. And backwards we fly.
Yeah, what color is your Eldritch Energy? Default purple or?
No, mine is black and white.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like it's like Vanta black, like the absence of all color with a streak of white in there.
Right on. So with that, the casket basically explodes open from a white and black fiery blast, and there are bits of shrapnel and chain that go everywhere. Need everybody to roll a dexterity save that is in the area.
See, wasn't so bad of an idea to be up on the deck, now was it?
Gross, he said dexterity.
Oh, did I hit con? Oops.
Yep.
My bad.
Cool.
Yeah, that checks.
All right. Yeah, so if you failed to save of a DC of 12 or better, you take 2 points of piercing damage. It's kind of like a combination of piercing and bludgeoning from the blast. And maybe like even a little bit of eldritch flame in there, just the remnants of whatever was left. And then if you saved, you just take 1 point of damage from that. It's just an annoyance is all.
Ouch.
Not at level 1. That's serious damage there.
Why you didn't tell me you were packing exploding boxes on this ship?
Dude, I didn't know. I didn't pack that. Ross,
And
did you bring like a special dinner that I didn't know
No.
about?
Why would I lock my food up like that? That was ridiculous. I like getting to it quickly.
Maybe it was a
rising
gift from
from the
my
casket,
uncle.
you will see a very old, weathered looking drow. And I immediately start scanning each one of you, trying to figure out which one of you is my blood. Who touched the casket?
Well, the casket kind of touched all of us.
I raised my hand. I knocked on it. Is that not right? Did you want to sleep? Did I wake you up?
You freed me, child.
Well, that's totally what I meant to do, dude. Who are you?
I am called Nalfin. And once, long ago, I, let's just say, got into some trouble, misunderstanding, and was locked in that box. But for you, simply know that I am your ancestor.
Like my aunt's sister?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what? You're
Like your
not a
father's
sister.
father's father.
Why is that an aunt's sister?
Wait a minute. No, I get it. Father's father. You're like Papa, right? A Papa. Pap Pap. Grandpappy. I don't know what they used
Sure.
to call you.
But right now, I just need something to drink. I have been locked in a box for 150 years. I need water.
We just
Oh,
totally
I
got some
will.
wine.
I'm holding out the bottle of wine and be like, here you go. There might be a couple sips left.
I'm going to take it and drink it.
Dude, you guys, I think what he's saying is like he's my uh um I think he's saying we're related. Kind of far
Yeah,
apart, but
he's your
related.
aunt's sister,
My aunt's sister.
which is
But
not
a
a
guy.
sister. Yeah.
You know
I
what?
don't
I've
know.
heard about that. I have heard about sisters being brothers and brothers being wait, or was that sisters being with brothers and brothers
You're going to
being
see me put my hand in my face, just going, "Oh God."
It's cool.
As I notice you finished that bottle of wine, I'll be like, oh man, I wanted some more of that. And then I'll remember, oh wait, I have one and pull it out of my pocket.
And I'll also
Yeah.
be casting prestidigitation on myself to basically get rid of the dust and everything that's been on my body.
Oh, that's a good trick. You know what? My friend Goss here, he's a bit of a messy eater, so he might need that trick every now and then. You know, if we need to look presentable after a meal, kind of thing. Do you
At,
want to
Your
at,
stick
at
friend,
this
around? We're
at this
about to go
point,
on an adventure.
at this point, I'm just sitting on a box in the storage room, just face first in that platter that I stole from the old woman.
Awesome.
friend or slave?
What'd you just say?
Is he your friend, you said?
Yeah, it's Goss. He's been with me for ages. I don't know how long, but you know what he's really good at? He's really good at making dead people disappear. And that's super important.
Yeah,
He's
I used to
very
be handy at
helpful.
making the dead walk away.
Well, that's cool. Um,
But if you do not mind, I have been locked down here for a very long time. I would love to see the sun again.
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's up there. Let's go up there.
let's go upstairs. We gotta go meet. You gotta meet our rabbit friend. He ran away. Apparently, he's part chicken. Let's go.
Oh, rabbits run away too, don't they?
Oh,
I
you're
think.
right. Oh no, did we give him a heart attack? Rabbits
Our
have
ch-
like really weak hearts. Let's
And I'm
go.
just gonna walk
We're
past
running.
them at this point. They're lowering my IQ.
fair.
All right, so back up to the main deck you go
Yep.
with your new companion. And, well, wow. Athene. That sun, you're not as used to it as you once were all those years ago. You kind of have that, like you've been in a bar all night drinking,
Oh yeah.
and then like you leave the all night bar out into the daytime, and then you hit the sunlight, you're like, oh gosh, and it really hurts for your eyes to adjust. That's what's going on right now.
Do I see the rabbit?
And of course, if 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 he is right up there, you would probably see him.
I'm focusing on the intricate like rope work and how everything works. So I'm not paying attention to anything. I've forgotten my fear. I'm hyper focused on this ship again.
Okay. And yeah, you guys would see Paruk. He's looking at the ropes in awe of the red dragon skill, the Blimpy Bloom, all that, and yeah, Nelphine, you'd see him, but I mean, you would. It might take you a moment to look around and fight off this environment from your senses before you home in on him.
Does the ship look like it did back when it was mine?
Oh yes.
Good. She hasn't completely destroyed it.
I do know how to handle this ship.
Really? Because you just
Okay,
touched the
well,
box without trying to figure out what it was.
What
I
are all boxes bombs? You don't have
No,
to figure
I've
out what
touched
everything is
fluid
before you touch it,
boxes.
and then I just go and start poking at the railing and the floor and anything else that's up on the top of this boat. Be like, look, it's not exploding. Look, it's not exploding.
This
And
raises
then
my
I
blood
suddenly
pressure.
realize what we've just been saying. I'm like, oh, I touched a box. He said touching boxes. Oh my god. And I giggle. I fall into a fit of giggles.
How low my bloodline has fallen.
I get back up and I'm like, okay, dudes, everybody, we have thing to do. Where were we going? Tamales.
Tamales!
We were gonna go get some tamales
Some pork
and
tamales from a marquee.
Do you mean Port
Mark.
Damali?
Marky Mark, right?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, we're gonna go down to the Port Tamale and talk to the Marky Mark and
It's 5 inches
And-
away, so that's
Yep.
like it's like a day,
Yep.
right? I don't know how
Yep.
how
Totally.
distance works on this ship.
Well, we should first make sure all y'all know how to fly this thing. So, I mean, my buddy Ghost here, he's been riding with me for a while. Yo, rabbit dude, you seem to be interested in ropes. Do you want to see how all of this works? And then proceed to show them how the Zephyr flies and like, the ropes that need to get pulled and kind of give a crash course on sailing.
I think when I turn around and I see this withered husk-looking thing, I'm gonna leap backwards from it. How long did she have you locked up down there, man?
Oh, it wasn't her. No, it was a very long time ago. I was in there for 150 years.
And you're still alive? Was there some kind of device attached to it? I'm gonna start like pestering you with questions about the technical aspects of how you survived in there, and just kind of be rambling.
And from that out, you also find out that I sacrificed my power to stay alive.
Huh. Interesting. Somebody told me we were going to be learning how to fly this thing. I'm going to start rubbing my hands together excitedly.
Yeah, let's go. And I, again, give the tour, kind of show how the ropes work, how the steering works. especially because he's interested in the guns and gonna like kind of, we'll probably spend a couple of hours going over how to handle the ship and fly it and work the gunneries and the ropes and all of that jazz.
Yep. You basically go over the basics. It has this infinite energy crystal that powers it. Instead of having to refill it with new energy crystals, you have an infinite one that keeps it up and afloat, and those balloons going. And there is a kind of like a Spelljammer style helm that allows the whoever wants to steer the ship to just sit in the helm and control it telepathically.
Cool.
As far as the machines of war are concerned, there's plenty of ammo in the likes, because this ship came pretty stocked, and you feel well ready to go. Your catapult and a couple of ballista, and so you also probably give an old tour, like, okay, here's the galley, and here's this and that, and the next thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the map of your ship for you to check out and Google over.
Yeah.
This is thanks to Tessa. We were just talking today, and she was stoked that we were using her map. Now, the only difference is this particular map. This map actually, instead of having a sail, like a big sail, like you may see on this map, what you see is three big balloons over the main deck there. Okay.
Just a black screen right
Oh,
now.
it's just a black screen for you?
Black.
Yep, just
Yeah.
black screen.
Okay, let's fix this. Oh, I know what to do. I got you. Let's get your tokens over on the board.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good thing it was a black screen, too, because setting issue, let's just say.
Would any of my old crew be left on the ship?
Negative.
That's cool.
Everybody rocking?
Well, we see the center of the ship. What about like on the front and the back? Hang on, the bow and the
Stern.
Oh,
The front and the back.
the front and the back.
Never gonna
Or
remember
now.
the correct terms.
That's fair. I would never remember anyway.
if you go up, it's on there. There's two separate ships.
Oh, I see.
One of them
multiple
is half
layers
covered.
of the ship.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I think there's a layer of dynamic lighting blocking the two levels.
That's
Yeah.
what it looks
Yeah,
like.
the bottom one is blocked. The top one is good. So that shows me what I needed. Okay, so there's the catapult. There's the ballista. There's our rowboat.
That's very
Like
useful
everybody
when
in
we
the
need to
emergency
bail
mode.
out of the
In the
ship.
event of a water landing,
Let's face it, you're not going to make it.
No, it's
And
her
then-
There's no
plan to land
reason
in
I
the
took
water.
Featherfall.
Where else would you land in a port? Like they're not. If they don't have sky ports, then we'd have to land on the water.
that's true.
This is true.
Okay. And then I would assume that, like, normally on a boat, the steering wheel is going to be back here, so that's
steering
about
wheel?
where the helm would be.
The helm is, yeah, that's right.
Not a
It would be-
sailor.
It would be, let's see. Are
Or
you able to open the
inside.
doors yourselves? You should be able to open the
Yeah.
doors.
I was able to go into one room on the bottom part.
Okay. So this door here, to the left there you go, Nelphine. There
Ah.
is the helm.
Now I can't move out of the door. Help, I'm stuck in a door.
Sprite
I
collision.
made it. I got out.
And I'm gonna walk down there and sit in my old seat.
Oh, it's comfortable. It's a comfort you haven't felt in some time. But it's more of like a mortal type of comfort, so
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So that's the helm.
Have you been able to steer the ship?
Yeah. Dude, my dad taught me how to steer ships before I could walk. And I pull out my navigator's tools and I show him how good I am with them.
Good. Because you're the captain now. Yes, I'm just
I
too
am.
old to do this.
Look at her. She is the captain now.
I was waiting for
Okay,
it.
company. Misery loves company. Does company love misery?
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Are we ready to fly?
Tamales.
Tamales. And all right, Goss, take your spot up in the crow's nest. Peruke, you to the front. Man the gun things. And Papa, what do you want to do? What's your favorite spot?
Oh, I'm just gonna be here on the deck if you need me.
Okay, you are my second in command, and so you keep an eye on things up here. And oh, my dog's just arrived. And and let's see, what else do we need done?
Nothing. You're controlling the majority of this ship.
I'm gonna go sit in the catapult, like in the catapult basket
Yeah,
on the
Catbird,
back of the ship.
handle the catapult.
Yep,
Perfect.
handling it.
Woo!
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna
Do
go.
we need any
sit-
supplies before we leave?
Oh, we have a full supply. We are fully stocked.
yeah, you know that
Yeah, we got
this journey is going to take like maybe a day. Yeah, so it's not like it's going to take forever. Uh, like if you travel for 12 hours straight, you could probably get there. The
Yeah, it was
destination
only
is about
5 inches away.
yeah, it's about 600 miles
Yeah,
away. If you go full speed, you can go 50 miles an hour. on this boat.
okay. Um, yeah, up and away. Let's head towards the tamales.
Okay.
If there are no tamales to be had in this port, I'm gonna be very sad.
I'm gonna be so upset.
I'll make tamales.
All right. So
I
I need
honestly
to get
don't want to see
proficiency
what
in
that
ship.
means.
All right. Party travels onward. After getting comfortable and situated, you disembark on your journey. And you leave probably late in the afternoon after spending the day in the city and getting the deal done and closed on. Basically, you fly on through the night. You should be there in the morning sometime. And the journey is quite amazing. I mean, talk about a beautiful view from up here. You've got the mountains off to the west, and they're beckoning you. And you've got the Zemni field spilling out before you. Looking back where you come from, back towards Rexingtrum, there's the Pearl Bow Wilderness just spilling out on that horizon as you fast across the Zemni fields above the Sirius Mountain. As you get to the mountains, you see the coast, the Menagerie Coast. It is fascinating. Jungle canopies, just patchwork around the bases of these mountains. Many of these mountains, while they have the jungles at their bases that go up quite a bit, these mountains are so high up. Their mountaintops have they're snow capped. Many of them are snow capped. However, when you get to Tamale, you appear in the tropical city under the blazing sun. And there are the familiar sounds of a harbor and creeping hopes, clapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones. It's all mingles with voices, just very familiar sounds of your typical port once you settle into a docking port, and you've got a lot of attention on you because when you arrive, you're the only airship in port, and you've attracted the attention of some of the locals. There's some kids that are dressed up in dinosaur costumes running around like racing towards the ship, chasing each other, like, I'll get there first. And there are people that are bringing like baskets of goods to sell to you immediately as you get off the ship. I mean, beyond all that, Port Tamale, it is an explosion of color. I mean, the buildings are just, they're not painted in normal hues and normal shades. They're all painted in bright shades of blues and bright greens and oranges and salmon pink, and their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers or is draped in leafy flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. The crowd of children that are in feathered dinosaur costumes, they're kind of following and racing past you and circling around you and giggling and squealing with delight like street performers. This whole city, it just seems to be bustling, sweating and laughing, swearing and singing all at the same time.
Is anyone that's crowding our ship wanting to sell us stuff selling one of those dinosaur costumes? Because I want one.
And one of the locals, if you were to ask someone that's trying to sell you some jungle fruit, costume, we have what you need. The dark-skinned local bows humbly. You can tell they've really been working the markets here all morning already, just glistening in sweat, and half of her basket of jungle fruit is already gone. Like, she's already sold it. And she says, oh, well, if you need, I can make you a costume.
Yes, I want one.
Okay. I could have a nice costume delivered at your size. So she kind of looks you up and down, and she's like, oh, okay. And she flips her braided hair off her shoulders. I could have costume ready for you by tomorrow. One piece of gold.
Will we be here tomorrow? Can we be here tomorrow? I ask anyone around me. I need this costume she's selling me for only 1 gold.
Well, then yes, we will be here tomorrow.
Do you want one too?
No, I'm not as into it.
Yeah, no, I will commission a 1 gold costume from this person.
I'm gonna point over at Goss and go, you should get one for him too.
Can I hear the interaction from up on the crow's nest that you were asking for a dinosaur costume?
Oh yeah.
Roll a perception check.
But it's the feathery kind of dinosaur costume. That's what I want.
Ross,
Nope.
7. No, you don't hear it.
Nope. Thank God you're the lookout.
No, that's okay. You gave me idea. I'm like, yeah, Goss needs one. Okay, and I'll give her. I need one, and I kind of give because he's up. My friend, he's up in the crow's nest right now. He needs to look like a crow because he's in the crow nest. So if you can give me like a dinosaur crow kind of feathery thing, that would be amazing. And he's about yay big, and kind of give her the dimensions of my friend, and give her a gold.
I should have rolled a Kenku.
Nice. Now, Syndra, she had given you the directions to the Marquise's manor, which is in the center of the port town. It's supposed to be the biggest manor in town square. You can't miss it. So it seems like it's just a matter of delving deep into the city.
Oh, how do we lock up our ship? Do we need to leave someone here to lock it up? Keep it safe?
Is Goss going to stay behind? Or did you want to roll with everybody?
No, we'd be taking everybody. There's a way to lock up the ship. I'm sure of it.
Beep beep. Use our key fobs.
Well, I mean, it's a flying ship, so if you can figure out a way just to get that rope ladder back up there, and then figure out a way to get it back down without have somebody throw it at you.
Can anybody fly?
No.
Nope.
I can fall slowly.
I can climb things.
Well, I was gonna say if it's just tied down, I can climb up and down a rope, but then so can anybody.
Anybody have like
how do you
HM
anchor a flying
presentation?
ship?
Oh, I have a grappling hook, so we can just like climb down, cut that rope somehow, and then I'll grappling hook it to get it back up there.
Well, when I was my ship, I had servants that would stay on board, but they were not alive.
Well, we don't have any of those at this time. How do you
Um,
Hollow? At this point, I would know. Like, how does the airship park? Like, if we leave it floating in the air, what keeps it from floating away?
Basically, you mentally anchor it telepathically when you're controlling the helm.
Okay, so I can
Lock the
anchor
door.
it telepathically, and then we can all.
Lock the doors.
I can. If we're back in 6 hours, I can drop my Onyx dog to stand guard.
Well, at least one of us could certainly come back within 6 hours.
Yeah, that sounds doable.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's a question for you, Hollow. Can I telepathically lower it for everybody to just get down and get off the ship, and then leave a telepathic message as soon as I jump off for it to go back up and anchor itself, or do I have to be on the ship while I anchor it?
You could be on. You could have to be on the ship on the helm to control it telepathically. But
Okay.
you can
That's
give
cool.
it commands like contingent-based commands, like if this, then do this. You know, like
Upon our
procedurally.
approach, lower back down.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So I
Well,
will.
if we're gonna do
Gotta
that, do
program
do
our
we need
ship.
to leave? Do we need to leave the
Yes,
mastiff
because-
there?
Yeah, because you don't know. There are creatures that fly. You know,
Oh.
we could have somebody
Yeah.
with, the ability to fly come up onto our ship. So, yeah. So I will order the ship down for everybody to get off, and I will give it contingencies. When I'm not on board, raises itself back up and anchors in place. When it feels us return, it comes back down for us to board. And if anybody other than us gets
How
on the
about a
ship,
command word that we could yell? We can change it every time. Somebody yells out the command word. It lowers.
Yeah, it can't move. Wait. It can't move without the command word.
Do you know what the command word is?
It's whatever you want it to be, Captain.
Potato. I vote
Potato.
potato.
Yeah,
First
guys,
command word
guys,
is
maybe
potato.
maybe potato's not good
We're
above
at
a
a market.
market.
Yes.
Oh.
How
okay.
about
Calditar.
What was that?
Calditar.
tamales?
Again,
Yeah, name it after. Yeah, okay.
markets. How about
This is how we spent the entire campaign.
Take your time. I'm getting paid regardless.
What was your father's name?
How about
I don't think she heard you.
Name it after your father.
yeah, okay. Yeah, it'll be Damien.
There you go.
That'll be the word. Okay, let's go.
A grandfather has lost his patience. I'm just going to pat her on the back.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to walk up to him and pat him consolingly.
Well, let's get some tamales as we go.
Oh yeah,
It's pork
duh.
tamales,
Like-
not tamales.
But that doesn't mean there's not tamales here.
Yeah, that doesn't mean there aren't tamales here. So, yeah, so we go. We'll make our way eventually to Elvis's house, but we want to pick up some tamales on the way.
Okay. Seemed to be an easy enough chore because there, along the dockyards, just on the outskirts, there are market stalls abound. Just lovely, thriving marketplace. All types of business exchanges going down there. Just open air market, like just the greatest flea market bazaar you can imagine. Seaside. Just a matter of time before you find a food vendor, and because the aroma of exotic foods, it's crazy. I mean, woo! There's the smoked lizard tail is what the first vendor is dishing up, which
I'll be buying one of those.
The portions, they look healthy, and there are some other vendors in the area by that lizard tail stand. There are fruit stands, whole 9 yards. Roll perception check. Group perception check. No. Yeah, perception. Group perception check to see if you guys happen to find a tamale vendor while you're wandering around.
Papa got a nat 20.
Woo! Okay.
Oh, that's a dirty.
Yeah,
that's a dirty
we got
20.
our tamales. Now I'm vegan,
No, do I
so
see it?
There is this little hobbit. He wears an outfit that looks like it's made out of palm fronds. And he has this palm frond hat on. Have you ever seen like one of those old hippie palm frond hats? And the guy is just totally just decked out. The little guy is just decked out like jungles his whole life, and he has this seemingly forever sunburnt skin, like he's never been inside a day in his life, and he's yelping out to the market, "Hot tamales! Get your hot tamales here!" And he starts chuckling when he sees some drow. Um, uh, he's earned the attention of a couple drow and some of their friendlies. He starts chuckling. He's like, "Oh,
Dude,
you're nice
we
people,
flew
right? Let's do some
all
business."
night.
How
We
much?
flew all night for tamales.
Tamales.
No, she didn't.
Tamales!
We flew here for business.
Did you come
How
all the
much?
way from Zorhas?
No.
I don't
No.
know.
Would
what
I
that
know
is.
where we came from?
Rexy. We came from Rexy.
We came
Oh,
from a ship.
Rexentrum.
I know.
Came from the Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you wouldn't know.
We heard there were good tamales here, so we came for some tamales.
Yes, please. One
Are
tamale.
you the tamale maker?
No, all the tamales.
All the tamales? Holy
All the
tamale!
tamales.
How much to buy your cart?
Oh, you want the cart too?
No, not the cart.
Yeah,
just
just
everything.
tamales.
It's everything, so we can make them on the ship for these young kids.
Oh, well, I tell you what. I'll even sell you all of my recipe ingredients along with the cart and all of my tamales that I got made up for the day. And I'll throw in the hat off my head for, say, plus the cart. I paid for the cart now. 20
While
gold.
he's thinking,
20 gold.
I'm gonna reach in my coin purse and just grab a fistful of coins and just throw them at him.
And you.
I do like that hat now. That
Oh
you
my
say
God.
it.
The coins
It's your
jingle around.
crown. It's the tamale crown.
He jumps on his knees, starts picking up the coins. Oh, you guys are great. You guys, this makes my day. Ooh, I'm really
How
gonna
would you
bring
like
home
a
the
steady
bacon.
income?
How are we gonna get this cart? Let's take the cart with us. And I start. I don't know how. Does it roll?
I wanted to hire him.
Oh, you wanted to hire him. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, ship to crew.
Well, if you bought my cart and all my ingredients, I suppose I'm gonna have to find some more work somehow. I'd be interested in making more coin with you.
Do you want to be our cook? We need a cook.
I could be a cook. Are you opening a tavern?
No, we're on
No,
a
we
ship.
have a ship, and we need a cook on our ship. And we love tamales.
Can you cook anything else as
Do
well?
you like to fly?
I've never flown before, but yeah, I can make all types of custom tamale recipes.
Amazing. You're hired.
Do you have vegetarian options?
Registration option? What?
No meat. No meats.
No meat?
I don't eat meat.
There's
Yeah.
food without
I'll
meat?
eat,
You too.
I eat
Agreed.
seafood, but I don't eat other kinds of meat. The only meat I eat is with seafood.
Hey, I eat seafood
Oh.
too. I see food, I eat food.
Well, you have a ship. We can make seafood tamales.
Seafood tamales.
Nobody.
But if
does.
you guys want, obviously, if you guys want other meat, we will totally buy whatever supplies you need. So you, sir, need to write down a list of stuff that you need, and we'll decide. Actually, we have a whole ship full of stuff. So you stay here. We gotta go talk to somebody, or you can come with us and just sort of hang out by your cart. Those tamales are ours, and we have a whole ship full of supplies, and we're gonna go on an adventure, and this is gonna be fun. It'll be tamale filled.
Wait, you're the ones with
What's
the
your
flying
name?
ship that came into port. Oh, my name's Ginger.
Hi, Ginger. I'm Misery.
Sorry. Maybe
And this is
maybe we can all be best friends. What are your friends' names?
I love friends. This is Goss. He's been
Goss.
my longest and oldest, dearest friend. And over here, this is apparently my great great something aunt, sister, papa,
Grandfather.
grandfather, Nephrine, Nacarine,
Nalthine.
Nascreen,
Nalthine.
Nathleen. There you go. And over here, this is V. She's pretty badass. And over there, our rabbit buddy, Harry.
Close enough.
Is that right?
We'll go with that.
Harry. That's it. and
And
there's
just
a
call me
dog
Nal
on the
for
ship.
short.
We didn't get the dog's name. What's your dog's name?
Steve.
Steve. There's Steve. And we love Steve. I only just met Steve, but he's super cute and he's guarding the ship right now. So you are totally welcome. Welcome to Misery Loves Company. And you're going to be our cook. I love this. Hang with us. You're going to have so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I grabbed a tamale.
Yeah, take all the tamales you want, eat up, and while you and your all the bosses have fun at sea. I could take the cart to the ship. And I'll just wait for you there, and then you
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
and
sounds good.
and I'll work for you and I can live on your ship, and that's how I get paid.
I love it.
Yep,
Done.
done.
Yes, I can
You can
finally
find
get
the
off
ship,
the
right?
streets.
You need directions?
Oh no!
Can you see our ship?
I heard a
You can see it,
rumor
right?
about a flying ship just recently coming into port. Yes, people are talking already. I can find it, I'm sure.
Don't tell
Okay, we'll
anybody
meet
you
you
work
there.
on the flying ship. Be very discreet.
Right.
What does discreet mean?
Don't go
Discreet means
blabbing your mouth about working on a ship, or who knows, one night you may not wake up with it.
Hey, I don't know what that means, but okay. So grab all the tamales you want, and I'll get the gear and the supplies and the leftover tamales to the ship. All delivered, ready for you.
Perfect.
So, oh, this is so great.
Hooray!
I'm gonna nudge my little
And
rabbit friend here and go, 200 years ago when I threatened somebody, they didn't laugh or be happy about it.
Yeah, times have definitely changed. Either they don't think you're serious or they're hoping that you are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
All right,
I'm gonna
let's
walk
go
up
meet
to
the
Nalfine.
contact.
Huh?
Sorry,
I'm
what
gonna,
was
I'm
that?
gonna walk I'm gonna walk up to Nalfine and just say, hey, don't worry if he talks about it. I'm just gonna eat him.
Save his bones.
Ooh, what could I make out of bones?
I can make a crew.
Oh, I know what you can make out of
certain
bones,
kind of
says
ammo.
Ginger. Says you can make haunted dice.
Oh, you
What?
can make bone
Ginger,
broth.
get to the ship.
Okay, I'm going. Hey, I'll see you bosses later, okay? Stay safe out there in the city.
Okay,
Bye,
thanks for the
Ginger.
tamales.
All right, thanks for the job.
And sell the tamales when you get to the ship.
No, those are our tamales. We paid for them.
He can make more.
There's a bunch of people wanting to see the ship. He sells tamales that we paid for. We get more money to buy him more stuff to make more tamales. Just go with it.
Okay, so
Okay.
from this point on,
I
Granddad and
shove
the
a
rabbit
whole
are in
tamale
charge of the
my
money.
face.
Okay. You got the money, bunny, honey, buddy, honey bunny.
Were you dropped as a child?
Several times.
Okay.
Auntie Oof. I should introduce you to Auntie Oof. Oh my god, you'll love her. She's a goblin and she's amazing. And she did drop me a few times, but so did her
It was a short
kids.
call.
But it was sort of the game.
Oh, there's goblin in your lineage. I got it now. I'm gonna start walking off.
No, I'm not goblin. I'm drow. she's just Auntie Oof, and and her kids, and we had a lot of fun as kids together. And one of the games was push each other off the roof and see who could fly. None of us could, but now I can because I have shit and I skip off.
And as she skips off, the rest of the party probably follows in behind. That is where we are going to fade to black and take our 10-minute break. So refresh your drinks, grab a snack, do what you got to do. When we get back, you may be meeting with the Marquis.
Marky Mark, here we go.
See you in a few. DM's back.
Yep, looks like we got a couple of us just waiting on the last ones.
I should reach out some musician friends to fund some intermission music or something. You know what I mean? Like some bands that would be down with having their songs played during intermission. Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, I assumed you.
Yeah.
So, or is it still recording during
That would
the
be
intermission?
awesome.
Oh yeah, we're recording. Yeah, yeah. I don't do edits, but wouldn't that be cool? I've done that for a podcast in the past, where I just did all the music, and the podcast just wanted me to reach out to all my music friends just to get all the bands in, and then I got like 10 bands. So like we could probably definitely do that.
Yeah.
I'll put in my notes. All right, is everybody back?
Yep.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Pop's here.
Yep.
All right, pressing forward. Well, yes, this city is alive. It is alive as your taste buds when it those hot tamales. And a port city that is, it is just, how did I describe it earlier? Just an explosion of sensations. The people here are so eclectic from all around the world. It's a true. It seems as if the typical folk here, uh, they they were the indigenous types who used to work the land for ages and ages, and they seem to be the ones that work uh, much of the larger vending and whatnot, and the larger business seem to be run by these folks, and everybody's just so polite, and they're just so wonderful, and you know that it's easy matter of just coming up to one of these lovely vendors or one of these passerbys on the streets, maybe somebody that may look like they're from the Dwendalian Empire that might not want to bite your head off or something. Anyway, you gather some information and you get pointed out to where town square is, and you see it plain as day once you get to the center of town. There is this big manor house that is painted with big murals that are like Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, but it's dinosaur themed. And there are vines growing all over the place. There are flying snakes fluttering around the gated front yard. And upon approach, there is this guard at the gate. And he's wearing big, heavy armor, which just, you can see it weighs heavy on him. He's just drenched in sweat underneath it in the hot sun. By the time you get there, it's probably getting close to lunchtime. So yeah, it's high sun. And he just says, "State your business."
Do you want a tamale? And I'll hand him a slightly crumbled up tamale that I did not eat.
Sir, did you just put a tamale under my nose?
Yes. Do you want a tamale?
Please retract that tamale and put it safely back where it belongs.
We're here
Okay.
to speak with the Marquis.
Yeah, we're here to speak with Marky.
Yes. Well, what else would you be here for? And state your business. What dealings do you have with the Marquis? Is this another complaint?
No,
But you move out of our
no.
way and let us in.
We were sent. Dude. We were sent by the lady Sintra in Rexy. She said we have a meeting with Elvis the Marquis and to deal with this curse. So we're here to deal with a curse. She should be waiting for us. Tell her misery loves company.
Okay. Yes, the Marquis has been expecting you.
Uh-huh. That's right, Sonny.
You sure you don't want this tamale?
Tamale is pretty good,
He
man.
rolls his eyes and then turns around and opens the wrought iron gate, and he leads the way, clanking armor and all, up towards the front door of the villa.
Just to be a dick, I'm going to cast prestidigitation on him, so he has to start sweating all over again.
He stops. And he kind of like looks around like he doesn't know what's happening. He turns back at you.
I just look like
Spirits I drank last night. Ugh. At least that's what you think he said. What he mumbled under his breath before he turns back and continues leading the way towards the front door. And he knocks on the door. And it's just a few moments later before a servant opens the door and the guard simply states, "The guests have arrived." That you got this old school butler style Jeeves dude. You know, black and white butler outfit, bald head, snooty hawkish features in his face. And he says, "Yes, five of you. Not expecting five, but I can set an extra couple of places. It's no problem." That the butler opens the door wide and steps out of the way, allowing you the grace of entry into the Marquise's villa.
I'm gonna pull Nalfin aside. Hey man, not everybody that looks sideways at your descendant needs to be fucked with. I get it, man. You're protective, but just don't make things more difficult for her.
Oh, well, I'm not. I was just going to simply kill him if he did not move.
Yeah, that was kind of the point. Yeah, you're related.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely my grandpa.
So you enter the foyer area, and there's this grand staircase that leads upstairs, and there is this wonderful aroma of incense in the air, and there are all these exotic furnishings and paintings on the wall. Looks like the marquee actually has flying snakes that just flutter around here down here downstairs, just like they own the place. And they're not like massive snakes or anything. These are like 5 inches. 6-inch snakes.
Can I try to catch one?
Yeah, I was gonna try to catch one too.
Roll nature checks.
Nature or animal handling?
Nature first.
Nice.
Nature.
Because I
know if
got
they're poisonous.
Sucks.
Ooh, I got a natural 20, but it's a 19.
I have a natural 20.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 and I have a -3, so I got a 0.
Okay, well, nobody spots red and yellow next to each other in the patterns of these colorful snakes. Did I hear a natural 20 in there?
2 of them.
Yep, for a total of
You were-
24.
2 natural 20s, but mine has a -1 on it, so
Well, three nat 20s.
3 natural 20s.
Good lord.
Dang.
Jesus.
Dang.
Where did you buy these loaded dice? I'm only asking for a friend, not for myself.
I'm so glad we all got natural 20s while trying to catch flying snakes.
It's going to be more funny when we fail at a critical moment.
Well, yeah, the everybody who rolled a 20, whether you had a negative on it or not, well, the negative would maybe think that, oh yeah, these look good. I'm going to catch one. They're not poisonous. No red and yellow. The 20s are better. You would recognize the flying snakes. These flying snakes, yeah, they are definitely venomous. They don't look aggressive. They're just casually just fluttering around.
I'm going to make sure I very clearly enunciate these are poisonous, venomous. Don't touch. Or be very careful because you're probably going to touch anyways. Maybe ask permission. I know it's a weird concept from what I've learned of you guys so far.
I will slowly let go of the snake that I almost had caught.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll back
okay.
down. Okay.
Why would you have poison snakes flying around? That seems silly. Unless it's the kind of poison that makes you high. Is it the kind of poison that makes you high?
Totally. That's what it is.
And the butler says, well, the Marquise loves his animals. Come with me. I will take you to the dining room. And he leads the way towards a set of door panels. He slides one open, and there is this dining hall with a big long table, more exotic paintings on the wall of jungles and jungle life, and statues of, they look like totems of some sort, just in the corners of the dining area. There's a chandelier, and butler says, please have a seat, make yourselves comfortable. I will open a bottle of wine and let the Marquis know that you've arrived.
I'm going to go ahead and throw my ion stone above my head and have it orbiting my head before I sit down.
I pull out a chair and sit in it, Riker style, pulling my legs over the back of it to sit down the back of it.
Amazing. I'm too curious. I'm looking around the room.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Excellent. No! Another 3. These dice were so good before the break.
Well, you're not seeing anything much past your, which, your passive perception allowed you to perceive as you glanced around the area and started making yourself comfortable. And before maybe you start getting too curious, there's another servant that enters the room. And the servant has a bottle, like a wine bottle. It looks more like a champagne bottle, actually, on a tray with some glasses, and the tray is set on the table, and the butler, she looks more like the maid type. She's wearing the classic like black and white style French maid's dress, but it looks more like it kind of has this, but her dress isn't black and white. It kind of looks like that type of pattern, but it's got like jungle and earthy colors to it, like earth tones and whatnot. And she just doesn't say anything. She just immediately starts popping the cork on the champagne and doesn't ask if anybody wants any. She just goes right away and pours everybody a glass.
Awesome.
While she's doing that, I'm going to kind of try to make idle conversation with her. So, what kind of man is this Marquis?
A person of many persons. Let's just put it that way. But overall, a very good person, and someone that I'm honored to work for.
Can I roll for insight on that? Never mind. That didn't work. Got a 4.
Before anybody drinks their champagne, because I know they're not going to check it, I would like to check to make sure it's not poisoned.
How would you like to go about doing that?
I can either go investigation or arcana to see if there's been anything in it. I'll let you pick.
Proficient in arcana, right? So,
Yeah, I'm efficient. I've done a lot of them, so it's up to you.
okay, what's better for you, arcana or investigation?
Both they're still 4s, so they're both.
Either one's fine.
21.
Okay. You have a very sensitive palate, especially towards things like normal food and whatnot. I mean, for how many years?
450.
So it's definitely not your first rodeo, and you were able to kind of dip your pinky into the liquid and dab it on your tongue. Seems to check out, unless it's a poison that you have to down the whole glass to drink. But you don't taste anything that resembles poison on your palate. It's very sweet. Not bitter.
I'm gonna do the exact same thing and dip my pinky in and lick it like you just did. It be like, is this right?
You're like sniffing it, like. You can roll if you want to roll yourself. You can roll on.
Oh no, I'm not trying to test
You're
it.
just having fun. You're just kind of mocking him.
I'm just aping his motion because I'm like, wait,
That's
this
obviously
is a
the
fancy
correct way to do
environment. Am I supposed to lick my pinky? I'm not doing it in a gentle, like, it's kind of a gross, like, whole pinkies in my mouth.
I am going to do something that's probably going to backfire here, but to help her out, I am going to drink this like I was taught back when I was part of a noble family. So this would be, I guess, performance. Like, we're talking 2 fingers, bottom of the glass, don't touch anywhere the servant's touched. 18.
All right, so that works. How do you want to do that?
Literally just 2 fingers, my thumb and index finger, and then pinky out.
Oh man, I think there's a sex joke somewhere in there, but it's just not coming to mind. So anyway, yeah, your performance is on par, and
Yeah, I will mimic.
Yep. Let's see how well you can mimic. Roll the performance.
16.
Hey, not bad. Not bad.
I was expecting broken cups.
Yeah, I was expecting to spill it all down my front.
Kind of was too, and hoping for it.
Like, this is much more efficient, and I just, like, down the whole glass.
And man,
At least
that's
Can I,
good.
crying.
Can I try to sneakily pour what's in my glass in somebody else's?
Sleight of hand.
Ugh. 10.
Yeah, you do so. You pour it in Vindicator's glass, but he's aware of it.
Thanks, dude!
Do you
And I
not
down
drink
that,
alcohol?
too.
No.
Ah.
No, not.
Well, if you're ever
Okay,
looking
okay,
for
okay.
somebody to share with, I will take yours gladly.
Noted. And I'm just gonna set the empty glass down next to Vindicator and just walk away. Go back to my seat.
Very nice. And
I'm
now,
assuming we all were told why we're here.
yes, this is Syndra's contact, who has information that should lead to the whereabouts of the Soulmonger, the cursed artifact that has brought forth, allegedly, has brought forth the death curse upon all the lands. The curse that
Retcon.
doesn't
I would
allow
have told you
people
that
to
on
come
the
back
on the
to
flight
life.
here.
Okay.
So yeah, you got all that run down to you, the whole death curse thing, and that may resound in your mind, especially being the type of person you are in your class and your skill set and all of that.
19. History.
Historically, you've never heard of anything like the death curse aside from maybe plagues that have killed countless people. So you know that this could get really bad.
Got it.
And with that, the butler, he enters and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Lesia Lapidus, Marquis of Port Damali." And he steps out of the way as two armed guards with their rattling armor march into the room. And behind them enters this person that looks like kind of like asexual in a way, in that they look both feminine and masculine at the same time. The clothing doesn't give much away either. Any hints to male or female identity in this person at all? If he's a man, wearing makeup, foundation on his face, eyeliner,
Species?
a human type. If he's a woman, well, his features here and there may fool you that she could be a woman. But either way, when he speaks up, or she speaks up, you can't tell either way. Elvis's voice is kind of just middle of the road. And the Marquis kind of bows humbly, says, "Allow me to introduce myself. I am Marquis of Port Damali. You may call me Alessio. Thank you for coming on time. Matters of great urgency. I hope that your journeys on your way to the coast were safe, and they must have been. You made great time. How's the champagne? You did not drink it all, did you? I hoping to share a glass with you.
Well, did you want us to?
Jeeves.
I can certainly drink more. I was
It's
being very
delicious.
polite. I thought you didn't want us to drink it.
I wouldn't have let them drink more than one glass.
Just pop another bottle. Let's get this party started.
Oh, honey, aren't you just cuter than a speckled goblin under a cauliflower leaf? I like you.
The Marquis shakes his head and shakes off a bit of a laugh. And he says, well, while the drinks are getting poured and the celebration is about to begin, why don't we get right down to business?
Oh yeah, business, totally.
And then we will
So,
toast
like-
to a new partnership.
We were told you got some clues to this curse, and to tell you the truth, oh man, that poor old lady that sent us here, Sintra, she's not looking so good, man. She's coughing up blood, and she kind of needs help soon. So, she seemed pretty nice. We're gonna help her. If you can help us, help her. That would be cool.
Okay. Well, yes, I know Syndra. She is an old adventuring friend of mine. We've been through it. Let's just say.
Through what?
Well, we've been through a lot, and I've become grief-stricken to find that she has been afflicted by the death curse. As of so many, as of recent weeks.
How widespread is this?
I know for sure that it has reached as far as not only Wildemount, but has also reached as far as Tal'Dorei. Yet to receive word from Marquette.
So it's everybody who's been, like, brought back from the dead?
It's like if you've been brought back to the dead, it's in the past, any time in your life, these resurrected people, it's like some type of wasting disease, like a leprosy that they just crumble
Grandpa,
away.
how are you feeling?
It takes
They're
them.
turning into leopards?
No, it means their
Wait,
skin
they
starts to
turn
fall
leopards?
off.
Oh.
I'm just sitting there making a mental note of what to look out for and what not to eat in the future.
I'm suddenly very
Have you
concerned
riddled
about my
with-
grandpa.
Has anybody done any kind of study to map is it spreading or is it random? Does it seem to have a front to it?
Yet to collect that much data, unfortunately. In this town, in this port, anyhow, it seems as if every single person that could be verified has been resurrected in the past. Yes, they've been stricken with the death curse. And I've heard the same from my associate marquises in the other ports.
What country was affected first? Do you know?
It's hard to say.
Okay. Well, we were led to believe that you knew where the source was coming from.
No, I don't, unfortunately. However, I've received information through verifiable channels that the mercenary company, the Flaming Fists, they have located the Soulmonger. That is it's a rumor that apparently, according to my source, is verified as a fact. And what I need from you is get that information. Apparently, the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company, a map that should lead to the artifact. Some say, according to rumors, that I can verify. Artifact rests in an ancient lost city of gold, lost to tale, long since thought fable, here in the jungles along the Menagerie coast. And if you can extract that information from the Flaming Fists and take the next step into getting you access to this thing, this soulmonger, so you can destroy it. However, I can't have you simply going in there guns a-blazing. The Flaming Fists have a fort dozens of miles to the east of here. That's their headquarters. I need you to be subversive on this. I need you not to kill anybody as you retain this map. Or obtain this map, excuse me. Because this could all lead back to me, and I could lose my ship.
So they have this information, but they're not willing to share it.
Yes, they are under orders of the Clovis Concord, the rest of the Marquises, and I'm looking to get to it first in order to make sure that no corruption happens and that the Soulmonger is, in fact, destroyed.
Then I have an idea for you. You cannot be tied to it, and there is no way in hell I'm guaranteeing nobody dies. Throw us out. Put on a show.
You're so smart.
Interesting.
We don't need your base. We have a way of maintaining that, so make it look like to the other Marquis that we are your enemy.
I do not want you
And I
to just go in there
with
murdering
complete
mercenaries.
inspiration. Oops, sorry.
Go ahead, jump up.
I was gonna say, inspired by that, I pull out my trident and I huck it at her, and like just aiming to miss, like just to her right.
Please don't fail this roll. Please don't fail this roll.
I'm going to try to knock that down as well with an Eldritch Blast. Is there a way I can intercept that?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Now, go ahead and roll a dexterity save to see if you can react in time. Misery, roll an attack roll. This is going to be at a -3 instead of a straight disadvantage.
That was a shit roll. 9.
Okay, you're not going to be able to react. But the trident,
The 20 minus 3.
the trident hits the bullseye. All too close to the marquee.
To the right of her.
And then the guards in the room immediately unsheathe their blades and level their swords at you. And they're demanding that you and your friends lower your weapons, pull your swords out of your scabbards and lay them on the ground. Do it! Do it!
You don't want to dance.
Don't promise me a good time, Outlander. Marquis
And
says,
I run up and
settle
I run
down.
up to grab my
Settle down, everyone.
Yes.
Misery, is that what you call yourself? What is this about? I thought we're doing business here.
That's what we just said.
She's a little...
You're gonna throw us out.
To clarify, she's
We're gonna
giving
go
you
do this
a
thing,
reason.
but you gotta throw us out.
I'm not taking orders from you. Guards, toss them from the city. But first, before we do so, we will feed them to the dinosaurs.
What?
So, we're going to feed them to the dinosaurs?
And
then he looks at the guard cross-eyed, and then the guard says, I mean, ma'am, we're going to feed them to the dinosaurs? What we will do is we will have a dinosaur race. And they will ride the dinosaurs, and only the winner doesn't get kicked out of the city. And that winner has one residency. The rest of them, we toss them to the jungle.
Oh, that's a dinosaur race. Sounds fun.
A dinosaur
How about-
race. And I
Yeah.
run over and I grab my trident, which landed just a foot away from her, and I lean in, lean into their ear and be like, "You are fucking amazing," and grab my trident and run away.
Running away, so like when you run away,
No, like not run away, like just
step away from her, not like running out the room. I'm gonna grab my trident and be like, "That was amazing. Thanks." In the sense of like, "Thanks for playing along," and grab my trident and then run kind of back to my crew and stand there with a very like captain like pose with my hands on my hips and my head held high. Ha ha!
And
Let us ride some dinosaurs.
with that, the Marquis huddles up with his guards. While they do so and make plans, DM's got to run and grab some water real quick. I'll be right back.
It was a brilliant idea. Sorry, I messed it up.
Impulse control issues.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
It's also very useful that we have two people that actually know what they're trying to do instead of just doing whatever they want to do.
Right. Thank you for having some intelligence on this ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Sorry, go on.
oh, I was gonna say, just because you're not intelligent, you can still be wise. Could still be a very wise move we did.
Yeah.
So we're all
Something
huddled
else.
up, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look over at her and go, Misery. She said one person gets to stay. Count how many people we have around us.
But we were all gonna leave anyway.
I'd like to make a point of note. If we get kicked out of the city, how are you going to collect your new costumes tomorrow?
How am I gonna collect my costumes? Okay, I'm
The
gonna
ship
win.
is not in the
Gonna
city.
stay.
Oh, it's outside the city.
We're above the city.
That's right. We're on the border. We can send our cook to get it.
Yeah, let's not mention that we have him employed. That's the entire point of me telling him to stay quiet.
Oh, right. Well, one of us is just gonna have to win the race, and then you are a resident, and you get to invite whoever you want into the city.
Yes.
So there.
Or you get the whoever wins, me, I'm gonna win. I fly the ship and I come find you in the jungle.
Totally.
I think I remember
We
how
got
to
this.
fly that ship.
You just think. It's so easy. You sit in the chair and you just like think where you want it to go.
Yes, I've made it almost
Careful.
idiot-proof.
Careful not
Keyword
to
almost.
think about tamales.
Yeah.
I will still manage to screw that up. I guarantee it.
Yeah. If you think about tamales, it'll just bring you right back here.
All right. So the guards, the Marquisi says, "Look, here's what we're gonna do. The guards are going to take you, shackled and chained, to the races, and you will be presented to the peoples. And I've already sent word to rally the beasts of burden. This is going to happen. However, you're going to have to entrust your weapons with us just temporarily in order to make a show of it, as we agreed upon. We have a deal.
How do I punch things? I can't leave my arms with you.
Perfect.
You wouldn't take my staff, would you? It's just my walking staff.
You're going to be shackled and chained.
You wouldn't do that
You
to
will
an old man, would
absolutely
you?
need his walking stick if you're gonna shackle him.
I'm 450 years old.
Allowed the old man his staff.
I'm gonna hand over my longsword and just bare my teeth at him.
Okay, old elf.
How widespread are firearms? Would they recognize my pistol as a weapon?
Oh yes, definitely.
Darn.
I'm
I
gonna
guess I do have a
do some-
dagger to leave behind.
I'm going to try to do something here. I'm going to try and grab his pistol before they see it and put it in my robes.
Okay, make a
I
sleight
would like to give the help action.
of hand
Good, 'cause I
advantage.
rolled bad. I rolled a 1 on that.
Oh,
So that's an 18 with a help, with the advantage.
All right, you got it. Possibly. Let's double check because I got to roll against it. They may see it. No. You got it. They didn't seem to notice.
I'm gonna nod at him.
Return it.
And with that, was Misery. You're handing in your trident.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you never lick a gifted orc in the mouth, right? And I hand over my weapons, except for the ones that I forget, which might be a dagger or two in my backpack.
Did
Because
you
I forgot about them.
say lick an orc in the mouth?
Never lick a gifted orc in the mouth.
Okay. Just
Gifted how?
I'm
Don't
going
answer
to
that.
try. I don't want to know. Do not answer that question.
I don't want to know how you feel. No.
I got so many more guys. AI is amazing.
So with that, you move off and out of the villa with the guards who have got you all shackled and chained. And except what's that?
Except me.
No, you're shackled and chained, but you still have your walking stick. That's all that was agreed upon. And of course, you're packing heat underneath your robe. And there is well, there's a crowd gathered around just outside of town square, where it seems as if there are a bunch of stables set up, big stables, like really big stables that are so big you can fit multiple elephants in it, because these stables have T-Rexes in them and Triceratopses and Hadrosaurs and all types of cool dinosaurs. And there's some people gathered around that are just looking at the dinosaurs and hanging out. When you show up though, like you're rolling in like this, you get everybody's attention. And with that, everything comes to a standstill. The guards speak up. The Marquis has proclaimed that on this day, and the winner of the race will not be banished from Port Damali. And the crowd starts cheering, yay! And as they celebrate, immediately bookies start taking bets.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna. I need 4 just small objects around. Could be a rock, could be a stick. I'm going to burn all of my magic tinkering to make have them emanate a smell of meat, and then just kind of pocket those for later.
Got one loaded in the chamber.
Can I smell them?
Oh God.
Keep going.
Can I smell those, Hollow?
Make a perception check.
Where'd he go? 17.
Oh, jeez. The meaty rocks.
Yeah, you can spell.
Are we all shackled together or separately?
It's a chain gang.
Okay, is he next to me or is he further down the line?
Further down the line.
Okay.
Is my
I'll just-
papa next to me?
Yes.
No, I'd be next to the rabbit because I'm holding this gun.
So it's it's your papa is in between you and Peru.
Okay, never mind.
Can we see what the dinosaurs are yet?
Oh yeah, you've got
Where we get a pick
T-Rexes and this and that. And the next thing, here's how we're gonna do it. All right, at a game. I've got 8 dinosaurs lined up that can be ready to go.
I love that you had this prepared.
Yeah, I do. You got well when you're running Tomb of Annihilation, you have to have some dinosaur shit ready to go at all times. So anyway, okay. Let's go. Ladies first. I want the ladies to roll 1d8.
Vindicator's a boy.
But I meant the lady players.
Okay, just checking.
8. I got an 8.
It said roll a d8. What is this? I don't know what these dice are over here. I think this is right. I got a 1.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, we get to see the full spectrum.
Yeah.
Full spectrum here.
So, Misery.
I got a rock.
Misery, you get teamed up with Jungle Princess. Yep. And Jungle Princess, by the way, is a Deinonychus. So when you look upon your dinosaur that you're supposed to jockey, well, the Deinonychus is it's a small dog-sized raptor, like a small dog-sized raptor. So it looks like it comes with a leash, and you're gonna have to run with it.
Cool.
Ooh.
Amazing.
And then, well, for a roll of 1, it looks like Vindicator pulled off Big Honker, a crowd-pleasing young Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, it's not spiky. But it is choppy. Big honker.
These are gonna find their way back to our airship.
This is my new best friend.
All right, the rest of y'all, roll 1d6.
3.
Okay,
I also got a 3.
that 3, the first 3, that was, let's see,
That was gross.
Goss's character. The first 3 was Goss.
Yep.
Okay. Goss, you landed Banana Candy.
God.
Banana Candy is a Hadrosaurus, a big duck-billed herbivore. And then that second 3, oh, you pulled Bone Cruncher. And Bone Cruncher is an Allosaurus, basically T-Rex type, I believe.
Free T-Rex.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
And who are we missing? Alphine?
Yep, got 4.
4. You got Grung Stomper. And Grunk Stomper. I gotta look this dinosaur up. That's maybe Ankylosaurus. Isn't that the one with kind of looks like a? It's got the ball on its tail. Yeah, it's got kind of like
Yeah.
a T-Rex style profile. He's got that armor on his back, and he's got that ball on his tail.
You've got a group full of autistic people. We know our dinosaurs.
That's right.
I did not know that.
Something I would have been in a previous life. It would have been a paleontologist.
Nice. All right, so everybody has a dinosaur, and you are you are getting the dinosaur saddled up. The assistants are very helpful with getting you acquainted with your dinosaurs that seem somewhat tame. However, Bone Cruncher is a little ill-tempered. You can tell that right away. That might make you nervous.
Not really.
Oh, okay. Because that thing's looking at you like it's going to swallow you whole the whole time.
That's the rabbit, which is probably not a good idea.
Bone Cruncher.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I got Big Honker.
Yeah, you got Big Honker.
Yeah.
And by the way...
Can I try an animal handling to calm it?
Big Honker's the crowd favorite. Yeah, go ahead, roll animal handling on that.
And I got Grundle Stomper, right?
You got Grung Stomper.
Grung Stomper.
Grung, Grung, Stomper. Grung, to be these little frog people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, animal handling, yeah, that'll work, Paruk.
Good, it's not going to eat me.
Yeah, it doesn't eat you when you saddle up. All right, and this takes a good hour of getting ready and everything, and then, well, the crowd's gathered around, the bets are being taken, and the dinosaurs are all lined up. We've got Big Honker, that's going to be Vindicator, and then we have Jungle Princess, that's going to be Misery, Ride, and then we have Goss, has Banana Candy, of course Paruk, Bone Cruncher, and of course Nalfine has Grung Stomper. So, here's how it works. As you guys are getting lined up, the crowd is cheering, kids are going especially crazy out of their minds with racing dinosaurs, and the adults are making bets, and it is like at this huge atmosphere. I mean, you guys have really attracted a crowd, and when you're all lined up, and everything couldn't crescendo and into like a bigger pinnacle. It just explodes with the starting gun. Boom! And the racers are off.
As the gun explodes, I cast dancing lights and cast 4 orbs of light in front of each of the other dinosaurs to distract them.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing.
Okay, here's how that works. Okay, if you wish to make a standard action, right, or a bonus action, or anything aside from handling your animal, you can do that. But then your animal handling check is going to be made at a disadvantage. Okay, and if you fail your animal handling check, you make no progress. Your dinosaur does not move very far. Anyway, okay. So that's how that works. Okay?
Yep.
So go ahead.
Still going to do it.
You're going to have a disadvantage on your animal handling check. Roll that first. Pen.
Gotcha. 13.
Okay. Let's see. You've got Jungle Princess. So Jungle Princess, her animal handling. Okay, yeah. All right, you're good. All right.
Yes.
You have, but however, you have to roll that at a disadvantage. It looks like.
I did.
I'm not sure. Did you? Let's see. Oh yeah, it says 2d20. Yeah. That was 2. Good. This new interface that doesn't show both rolls. I'm not sure how much I love that. Oh well, it's okay. So the rest of the party, you guys all have to roll your animal handlings at a disadvantage. While Misery, you and your guy, it's kind of like walking the dog. You start skipping along, running as fast as you can. By the way, so you know, I failed to mention this, you all each have whips, lashes, that you can use to speed your dinosaurs along. However, you've been warned, you're probably only, if you do get away with it, you'll probably only be able to get away with it one time before your dinosaur most likely gets you. But
I got an herbivore. I'll be all right.
Yeah, if you got an herbivore, you might have better luck. It might just stomp on you to death instead when it goes berserk. If it goes berserk. So keep that in your back pocket. Okay, so the rest of the party, I need you guys to roll animal handling disadvantage.
$13.
6.
14.
6.
Wow.
Okay,
6 squad.
all right, let's see what happens here. Big Honker, what did you roll? You rolled a 6. So, yeah, Vindicator, your T-Rex gets stalled out by the pretty lights.
Okay, I am standing in my saddle because I have spider climb boots, so I can stand there and be like stuck to it. And I have my hand drum out, and I'm tapping on my drum like go go go.
Nice. And then Banana Candy. Banana Candy was
Goss.
Goss. What did you get for your animal handling?
14.
14. Okay, you're good. So, Banana Candy is hauling butt, and that's going to get you. Okay, that's going to get you off the finish line, but it looks like Jungle Princess is just out in front of you. Okay, and then Paruk, what'd you get?
6.
Or stalled out. Nalfine?
Yeah.
13.
Okay, 13. Grung Stomper. That is... Oh, you're going to be right up there with Banana Candy. Neck and neck. And yep, that's Jungle Princess in the lead. And yeah, I believe that is round 1 in the books of the race. Okay. And with that, we are going to go to the second round. I need everybody to roll animal handling checks. Remember, if you want to fight dirty, there's going to be a penalty for that when it comes to your animal handling check. And that can halt your progress. So it's a risk.
That was my dirty trick at the beginning.
The crowd went wild about that, by the way.
I'm going to cast Hex on Jungle Princess for Wisdom. Well, this would actually be a Misery for Wisdom.
What does Hex do?
Gives you disadvantage on Wisdom rolls.
Okay, well, I rolled a 20 to start, so we'll go with disadvantage.
And it's an 8 for me, so I guess I'm stalled.
Suck. Oh my god, I had a 20 and you dropped me to a 7. You are
Oh.
awful.
And I rolled a 19.
Okay. Yeah, Jungle Princess looks interested. It stops. It's like sniffing this flower that's growing out of the pavement cracks. Seems more
Oh, no, that was
interesting.
on Misery.
I'm
Wasn't
probably
on Jungle
checking it
Princess,
out
sorry.
too.
Right. No. But because she failed her animal handling, it stalls out her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, her mount, or her beast of burden. It's not really her mount. Whatever, but you know what I mean.
We're running together.
Yeah.
Me and my dog.
And-
Which is actually very funny because it's very like me and my actual dog, who we go on like take off and I want to go one way and she's like, look, a flower, and we stop.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Cool. So, all right, Misery round 2 stalled out. Why don't we go with Big Honker? Roll your animal handling check. Will take your turn.
7.
7. Yeah, you're still stalled out at the starting line.
Dancing in my saddle, like, he's not going. Why aren't you going? You can eat these people. I like yell at his ear, wherever I think his ear might be.
And then
Eat one of them.
he roars right back. Crowd goes crazy. And then Banana Candy, roll your animal handling.
I rolled a 21.
21, okay.
Yeah.
So
I have a +5.
you're making good time. As you actually
Wait, is
race
Malphine
past
the
Jungle
one
Princess.
who cursed me?
Yes, now Fina was. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
need to
Grump
do
stuff.
it at disadvantage.
Oh, I did. I got an 8.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that's 0 on that for you. So you're falling behind. And then Bone Cruncher, did you roll yet? Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Okay, you're still out.
We suck. We suck.
I am snack sized on a dinosaur. I am terrified.
Wait, why'd you roll at disadvantage?
I accidentally double tapped.
Oh,
So the
okay.
first one was a 5. I ignored the 21.
You mean the 19?
Or yeah, whichever it was.
Okay.
All right, so what we're going to do from now on, since we're just kind of freeballing it there, just kind of live action, just doing it in real time. What we're going to do here, as the race is kicked off, we're going to jump into the turn order. So everybody, roll initiative.
Everybody select your character.
Yep.
Well, that's it.
Natural 20.
Ow. Ditto.
Hey, me too.
What?
Wow,
Three
that
nat
initiative order
20s?
is nuts.
Damn.
So we
Yes,
both
ooh.
have a 24. What's your dex?
My dex is +4.
+2, so you go before me.
Okay.
19 is usually good. Not in this group.
I have the alert feat as part of my character.
I'll do
Hey,
it.
hello, I rolled a 21. I didn't select my token first, so if you could throw me in there.
Oh, I got you guys. All right, resorting the order. Okay. All right, Vindicator, Big Honker, the favorite.
Who's not doing so hot. Having a bad day. I don't have any dirty tricks I can pull, so I rolled a 4 animal handling.
You're still back at the gate.
I told you I'm gonna win this.
Hey, I'm there next to you.
Your T-Rex is just sitting at the finishing line, just roaring into the sky, the hot sun. It's like rah, rah, shaking its head, like wriggling its little like its little T-Rex arms. Like,
It's picking its nails.
I would like to climb. I'm gonna walk. I'm assuming I'm on its back. I'm gonna walk along its side and try to like give it a high five as the way to like kick. I think that's like how to start the. I'm like start the dinosaur. You give it a high five, right? And so that's what I'm gonna do.
Yes, that's how you start a dinosaur.
it tries to high five you back, but it just kind of flips its T-Rex arm at you.
Oh no, I've walked up to its arm, so I'm standing like right at its arm.
Well,
Roll down its arm.
it kneels down to the ground.
No, I have boots of spider climbing, so I'm like just literally climbing across.
Oh,
its
that's how you do
side.
it. Okay.
So I'm
Okay,
just I can
that's how you
stand
do it.
vertical or horizontal on it. Yeah.
Okay. Because
Monk shit.
yeah, all right,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
monk shit. See that's all you had to say.
Yeah. Monk shit.
Okay, so yeah, hey, at least the two of you are getting along famously.
Yeah.
Put on a show there at the starting gun, and it looks like well, next up on the list is Peruk.
Nope. Misery. She's got a higher dex than me.
Oh, Misery's got the higher dex. Okay, my bad. Miscommunication.
All right, my animal handling roll. Go.
At disadvantage.
What? Still?
X lasts for an hour.
Damn it. Okay, well, 20 was the first. And
Hollow, when you get a chance, don't forget to throw me in. I got a 21.
Yeah, I got you in there.
third jumping
okay.
That's all I'm going to say. 20 to start, and you knocked me down to a 4 because I hate your disadvantage. So me and my dog, we're running along, and I just flat trip over something stupid, a tree root, and I face plant hard, and my little dog is now licking my face and wagging its tail.
Actually, it's sniffing your face like it might bite it or something.
Oh, okay, right. It's a dinosaur.
You ever seen those things? And what was that, Jurassic Park? I think
Yes.
2, the beginning, or was it Jurassic Park 3 at the very beginning, or a bunch of them flocked on like a family beachgoers?
That was number 2, and it was like with the little girl. That was out checking them out.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yep, that's what just happened. I fell, and now it's sniffing my face for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Grandpa. Wait, who cast that on me, actually? Is it Grandpa?
Yeah, that was Grandma. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, Grandpa.
School of Hard Knocks.
Tough love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these conservative drow grandpas, you know.
Back in my day, we would feed you to the dinosaurs.
Back in our day, we'd have our ladies mate with demons in order to come of age. Okay, next up is Peruk.
How big are the lanes that we're racing in?
Street wide. It's like kind of like a 4-lane wide street.
Okay. Who's in the lead?
Right now, we've got Banana Candy up front. Goss is leading the way.
I am casting Entangle on him.
Uh-oh.
I was hoping to get at least 2, but
Okay, so is this being cast at Goss or at his mount? At his mount, probably, right?
yep. Oh, because it's going to be from the ground. It wouldn't catch him because it would be coming from the ground.
Yeah, it's true with Entangle. It finds any vegetation in the area, maybe you have some moss or something, even the cracks in the stonework on the streets, and maybe that could sprout. The DC on that was
15, I think it was.
14.
14. Oh, I have bad news for you, Banana Candy. Banana Candy has been entangled. And the crowd goes wild.
And for my animal handling, I got a 12 on my disadvantage roll.
12 on your disadvantage roll. Okay, so, well, that's not horrible. You finally got him moving. Bone
I'm off the
Cruncher
starting line.
is off the starting line. Yay! And he's not happy about it. That Allosaurus is shaking his head violent. He's flexing his ill-temperedness.
I'm shaking more, I promise you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and with that, next up we have Goss, whose mount has just become entangled. What I need you to do is roll an animal handling check. And we'll decide, though, if you're going to do a standard action or anything first. And, when we do it. Okay. Going.
Right. Yeah, I'm just going to roll.
Fantastic. That animal handling check, a great roll like that, that's going to urge your mount to make another save against that entanglement to try to break it.
Okay.
Try to free itself. All right. So, 18 on the die.
Woo. So 30-20.
All right. So you are able to get your mount to break free from the entanglement. All these vines that have grown up and spider-webbed around it are torn and thrown asunder as banana candy.
It'll be difficult terrain, though.
Forward a couple feet, but yeah, if that difficult terrain, what's that, a 20-foot cube? Something like that? Yeah, okay.
20-foot square.
I probably should have said that I cast it in, so where I caught him at the back end, but I didn't. I said I cast it at him, so it'd be 10
centered. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Difficult terrain, making a note of that. So the entanglement is technically broken. But Correct. Still the terrain is overgrown. Okay, so...
And now the rest of you have to deal with it.
Yep. Pressing forward. Now, Fiend.
If I drop Hex, do I have to make a disadvantage roll?
If you drop it, no.
Okay, I will be dropping Hex. She's learned her lesson. 20.
Okay. And with that, Stomper. Drunk Stomper presses forward and is racing away, and it looks like you're headed straight for that entanglement. If you're going to get around that, you're going to have to be able to control your mount and make a maneuver here. So how I'm going to do that is, since that entangled area is fast upon you, I'm going to have you make an animal handling check at a disadvantage, since you already made one this round. And everything just happened so quickly.
Didn't think I could get lower, but I did. I got a natural 1.
Yeah, and it looks like you got stuck in that difficult terrain there. Let's see, if that's a 20-foot... Okay, yeah, but just barely. You're just on the edges, on the outskirts of the entangled area. So it slows you down here just momentarily. With a good animal handling check, next turn, you'll probably be able to skate around it no problem, okay? For now, it really screwed you up. Vindicator, it's your move.
Okay, I don't have the animal handling. Ooh, natural. Okay, so before my dinosaur moves, after the high five, I'm gonna run up and stand on top of his head. Be like, "Are we going?" Holding my hands up above my head, like, "Let's go!"
But the high five worked.
That's all you need to do to kickstart your dinosaur.
Gonna be high-fiving everything now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We are now high-fiving everything going forward.
And with that, the T-Rex is off. And there goes Big Honker, finally. You are surfing with the T-Rex. I mean, if you're spider climbed on a T-Rex like that, this might kind of feel like that one scene in Teen Wolf, the old movie Teen Wolf, where they surf on top of the van.
I remember that. I know exactly what scene you're talking about, buddy.
All right, excellent. So, Vindicator did his thing, and then Misery, it's your move.
Okay, I still have a disadvantage. Is that correct?
Nope.
No?
He dropped it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Pop-Pop's not a complete asshole.
I had great rolls while you had me at disadvantage, and now I roll a 7. Dang. Papa!
Tough
Papa,
love.
you suck. What kind of grandpa are you?
One that's disappointed at your Frenching orcs.
So I started off this round. I was flat down on the ground, so it sort of makes sense. I was face down. I had my dude like licking my face like he was gonna eat me, and so I have to spend the first few minutes like pushing him off of me, and then I get up and I give him a slap on the butt and start running again. So we're good. We're running now, but we spent half of the time kind of getting up and running. So that's how the 7 works for me in my brain.
Great scene. And as Misery presses forward, we're going to pass the torch to Paruk.
All right. We'll just go with a straight. Never mind. I have a 10.
DC 10, that works.
Oh, sweet.
So let's see, Paruk, you've got Bone Cruncher. And, oh, you're going to have to get yourself around that entanglement. But I mean, you're the caster.
Nope. I can just drop the
yeah.
concentration on it when I get to it.
Boom. And then with that, let's see, it looks like we have, whoa, Bone Cruncher drops the entanglement spell and takes the lead, whizzes past Banana Candy and Grunk Stomper, who are right on his tail. Misery trailing in behind all of them, along with Big Honker. So he's got Jungle Princess and Big Honker in the rear. So pressing forward, did I just say Big Honker in the rear? I think I just said that. I totally said that.
Yep. Again. Again, I'm giggling off in the corner.
Hilarious. Austin, it's your move.
Yeah, I'm just gonna straight roll. 14. 16? 14. Yeah.
Okay. That. Let's see, where? Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, you're able to regain the lead. Woo! As a matter of fact, you see that you've rounded the bend, and because it kind of just goes, the racetrack just goes around the block, and you see the finish line in your sights now.
Oh.
Yep. So it's getting close. And with that said, oh yeah, you can feel that adrenaline rushing through you. You can almost taste victory. And then we are going to pass the Lord of the Flies conch unto Nalfine. It's your turn.
Yeah, just gonna roll for it here. 13.
Okay. caught up to Banana Candy. You are neck and neck with the finish line in sight. The first one of you, let's see. I've got each of you having scored 120 points of movement, and you got to get to 150 to hit the finish line. So whoever gets to 150 first is going to win. Okay? That could be neither one of you. We'll see what happens. We've all played Mario Kart before. Vindicator.
Yep. Let's see if I can. Oh, that almost landed on 1, but it's a 14.
All right. You get it going, and it's going good. Big Honker is finally hauling butt and roaring all along the way. Roar, roar. And then Misery, it's your move.
How far ahead of me are Gus and Nalfine?
Those guys, Nalfine and Goss, they are not within sight. They are around a bend. However, if you roll a perception check, you do well on it, might be able to help you out.
Okay. Perception check. Natural 20.
Just as you're taking a corner, your first corner, you look back, you look over your shoulder, and you still see the starting line back where you started because, you didn't cover too much ground yet. And you freaking see Goss and Alphine. You see Banana Candy and Grunk Stomper neck and neck, shooting it out, a race for the finish line. Like you were that far behind.
Okay, so is it closer to chase them down from behind or to turn around and run back to the beginning?
Don't fuck over Grandpa.
It would be quicker to run closer back to the beginning, but that would definitely disqualify you. But you see that you probably don't have a hope in hell of winning.
I have no idea that's going to disqualify me. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to run back towards the beginning.
that thought that comes in their head, that invasive thought, she just shrugs it off. Fuck no. Let's do this.
Do this. That is a 21.
Oh.
Okay, and with a 21, Misery, you are able to get all the way back to the finish line. To the starting line.
Yes, I do. And I'm gonna stand there with my spear out, pointing at the two of them coming at me.
I thought they took your weapons.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Right,
did.
they did. I'm gonna stand there with my little dog dinosaur, and I'm gonna be like, arms out, like, you can't pass.
Nice. And then Peruk, it's your move.
Alrighty. So they're around a corner, so I can't actually see them yet, right?
Double checking scoreboard here. Yes, that's correct.
Is it possible to do my move and basically ready an action to do as soon as if I round the corner and then take the disadvantage on my next roll?
Oh, no, you'd have to take the disadvantage of that turn.
Okay.
Like on your animal handling that turn, like no matter what. So that's why it'd be like.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, never mind.
Yeah.
Don't even need the other roll.
I don't even know why we're still talking.
No plan survives first contact with implementation.
Yeah, that's why we make Plan Bs. But not because we make plans that fail.
No. Our plans don't ever fail.
Goss, your move.
I'm just gonna straight roll again. 22.
I am blocking him. Does that count as disadvantage?
With your little Chihuahua dinosaur?
Yes. And my big personality.
And Goss has got Banana Candy. Banana Candy, who's a Hadrosaurus. Well, at least Banana Candy is not gonna swallow your Jungle Princess whole, right?
Okay.
And so. Let's see. Let me get my mind together here. I've got so many notes in front of me, and the scoreboard is a complete mess. My fault. Pressing forward, Goss with a 22. What's the name of your mount again?
Banana Candy.
Banana Candy. Oh, that's right. Banana Candy. Okay, so that is a hell of a roll. You are fast upon the finish line. One more successful animal handling check. You're going to cross the finish line, but there she is. There is Misery with her little jungle princess. and
Fighting at your ankles.
Yeah, the big personalities between them are quite amazing, and it looks like she's trying to stop your progression. What do you do?
I'm just gonna sit down and lean forward and grab the neck and just kind of start waving both my arms out to the side, telling her to move.
Okay, I'm going to give you this option, Banana Candy. Would you like to lash your beast to get extra movement and possibly cross the finish line right now?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
You could do that, but you might... but when you lash the beast, it could... and you got Misery right in the way. It could get crazy. So fuck it, let's do it. All right, let's do it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. Woo! All right, rolling the con save on the dinosaur to see if he goes crazy. Let's go berserk. Oh, shit! The dinosaur rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Going backwards.
And it kicks up into the air with a roar. And the crowd goes wild. Goss, you have to roll an animal handling. Not animal handling. What is animal handling? Yeah, give me an animal handling check.
See if
you get thrown.
Oh no!
And you get thrown. Timber. And let's see, that's
forward,
going to be
right?
Yeah.
This is true.
Oh, you hit hard. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Reality hits you like a beast. Oh,
Man, that would have almost killed me.
But does it throw him across the finish line, and does he win?
Forward
Does
momentum.
not come across the finish line. Instead, the poor Banana Candy goes wild and charges towards the audience. The audience screams and scatters. Ah! And then Alphine, it's your move.
Natural 1.
What Penn gets for using all the good rolls to roll backwards.
Best adventure ever.
Your move.
Okay. I am going to... it feels so mean. 10. I don't want to use my whip. It's too mean.
If you whip a Nene, that's gonna get you. Ooh, big honker! I tell you what, you are. If you whip a Nene and your T-Rex doesn't go berserk, you're gonna cross the finish line right now.
Oh, okay, I'll do it. Screw it, I'll do it. I see how close I'm at. I'm like, oh, and I do the whip, and I'm still standing on his head.
Rolling the con save. Holy cow! This could be it. Let's see. Big honker for the win. 15 on the con save. Big Honker doesn't go berserk. It takes the lashes. And oh my goodness, there's Jungle Princess right in your way. Do you yield?
No, we just walk over her because the T-Rex can walk
Yes,
over her.
We dive out of the way.
And just as Jungle Princess and Misery dive out of the way, Big Honker and Vindicator cross the finish line for the win. The crowd goes wild.
Unbelievable comeback, the biggest comeback from behind ever.
Didn't even move for 2 rounds, still managed to win. Woo! I'm jumping
Man,
up
that
and down.
entanglement.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna run down his back, Legolas style, off of that elephant in Lord of the Rings, and come sliding down off of his tail in the back. And then figure out how to lounge, like lay in across his arms, like yeah, like he's holding me up.
He's got you cradled like a baby.
Yeah.
But then he's starting to get a hungry look in his eyes.
Yeah, he can't reach his arms with his mouth.
But it's not long before the trainers immediately take over, and as the race comes to a halt, it comes to a grand finish, epic finish. Wow! I gotta give Vindicator a point of inspiration on this one. Well done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what happens when you get the giant T-Rex that has a longer stride than the little baby dinosaurs.
And so, just as we finish things up for the session today, we have the Marquise in a celebration ceremony, crowd going wild, putting a wreath full of flowers around the Vindicator's neck, and raising your hand into the air like you're the champion. The crowd just loves you. And then the Marquise looks at the rest of the party, points at you all, and yells out, "Banish them!" And that is where we fade to black, and we call it a show for the day. Thank you all for everything.
Amazing.
Good show.
Hey.
Woo!